Good morning. It's Justin Braden here, your team leader of the Realetix team at Compass Real Estate in Houston. We are talking today about the Woodlands. We're looking at the Woodlands market over the last 6 months since March 16th, today, March 16th. So let's take a look. Let's jump in. Let's find some deals. You should be following this channel if you are interested in the real estate in the Houston market area in terms of by the numbers, okay? So you are investor, especially if you're an investor, you need to be following this channel. It is my YouTube channel. I do have other channels like Instagram and TikTok where I post some other things, but YouTube is where I post more I'd say longer videos. All right, so that's what you're seeing here is a longer video. We're looking at the entire Woodlands market. Right now, this is Houston market. I'm going to jump right into the Woodlands. Not going to waste any time. Let's get right in there. We're looking at single family type homes, all right? Not looking at any of the other stuff like lots or townhouses or condos or anything like that. We're looking at single family. That's what we use to analyze the market because the market is largely made of mostly like 80% or more of single family sales. So looking at the Woodlands, as you can see right here in the map, lower right corner right here, we see that there was 607 closings up to March 16th, 2025. We've got a median sale price of $625,000, and that actually is 12.7% higher than what it was last year, 12.7% higher. 224 per square foot. That is crazy. 224 square foot median sale price. Let's scroll down right here a little bit. We can see that the median list price is $652,450, and the median list price per square foot is $234. So about $10 more per square foot. And then we see here that a rental in this area, about $2,739 on a median rental basis. But market value on rent is upwards of $4,300. So for a high quality house in this area, $4,300 rent is what you can expect to get on a more rudimentary selection. 26 days to go under contract here. So that's a little longer than I expected. I was thinking more like 14 days or something like that, but 26 days is what Woodlands is getting. It's under 30 days, can't complain with that. Houston wide is about 50 days. So this is half the time that it takes Houston. So the Woodlands takes half the time to go under contract. That's great for sellers. So I've got to love that. Median home size of what people are buying. So of the 607 sales, 2,837 of them, 2,837 square foot is the median home size of what people are buying. The lot size of what people are buying, 9,194 square foot. So why is this important? Yo, if you're buying a house in the Woodlands, you want to buy something around 2,800 square foot in size, and you want to get something with a lot that's large, 9,000 square foot lot. That's a large lot. Homes are built around 2000 here, right at the turn of the century, Y2K. So again, year-over-year sale prices up 12.7%. Excuse me. Price retention. So homes are selling for about 97.3% here, so almost 3% off their list price. Well, sellers are willing to give up close to 3% to get a deal done. All right. We have a risk profile, which we'll describe that a little bit later as we dial in a little bit more. And the exposure is 4.0%. This just tells us, based on a list price of $652,000 in this gauge here, that the sellers, current owners, I should say, owners are overpricing their homes by about $25,000 to $30,000. You can see right here, about $30,000 over the list price of the sale price, actually. Pending rate is strong here, though, 34.3%. So buyers are enthusiastic about this area. When I'd say Houston-wide, 24% is the pending rate. So we're looking at 34% up here in the Woodlands area, okay? And inventory is just over 2 months, 2.12 months inventory. So while we had 607 closings based on that volume, we can expect over the next 6 months, for homes to sell out quicker than that. 224 actives available. They should take only 2 months to sell. on a standard 6-month market, and that's what we're looking at, 6 months. So this is trailing 6 months market information in the blue ribbon, and then we've got our filters in the white ribbon here, so we can slice and dice through the market. We can see that currently, based on the risk profile of the Woodlands, if you have a lot of money, that's great. You want to buy a house here, try to keep it under $1.5 million. That's what this is. So based on the risk prices, based on the variation of prices, or risk profile of 109%, we want to stay under $1.4 million buying a home here in the Woodlands, okay? Per square foot, we want to try to keep that under $309. So that's what my system says here. So let's take a look at what do we have on flood zones, right? So we actually have some flood zone areas here, actually quite a few of those flood zone areas, 100-year floodplains and whatnot. But look over to the right of the actives here, all the way to the right, we see we have some properties that are out of the special flood hazard area. We have some that are with a 0.2% chance per year of flooding. And we have a lot of out of risk, so that's good, but we've got some 100-year floodplains as well in here somewhere. They're in here. But 100-year floodplain means 1% chance per year of flooding. We've got old homes, we've got new homes, we've got brand new homes, we've got all sorts of properties in here, all sorts of opportunity, lots of opportunity. So let's find some opportunity, okay? Let's see what's occurred in the last maybe 3 days on the market, see if there's how much there is. Actually, there's 35 that have come on the market. So if I go to active button here, we can see the 35 that have come on the market in just the last 3 days. So pretty much over the weekend. Let's look over the last 2 days, narrow that down a little bit more. So that's 32 actives. Let's go 1 day and see what we got. So that's too many, right? This is not supposed to be that long of a video. Let's take a look at the 11 actives that have hit the market over the last 1 day in the Woodlands. Where are the opportunities at? Let's try to find them. So we've got the list of the actives right here, and we can see that there's some that are a good deal that my system rates as a good deal, and some that are not really no deal, okay? So let's order this by good deal arbitrage. All right, we want arbitrage opportunity, right? That's what we want as investors. And even as home buyers, just somebody who's trying to make a good deal, get a good house for a good price, right? So my system rates arbitrage equity and good deal, all right? And we can see that based on the Woodlands market that for this particular house, which is zoned to Powell Elementary School over here in this subdivision, that this is looking like a good deal and potentially has some arbitrage opportunity, listed at $344,000. It is the cheapest house that came on the market in the last 24 hours. Excuse me. But do know that it is in the X500 zone, 0.2% chance per year of flooding. It's a 1,937 square foot house, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Gotta like the number of bedrooms there. Not so excited about the 2 bathrooms, though. I'd like to have at least a half bath somewhere, which is what you get here with this home. So I might jump ahead and look at something better. Let me see here. See, there's only these 2 that are arbitrage opportunities, right? So I don't like the X500 zone, so I'm going to jump out into this low risk listing here. That's 3 bedroom, 2 bath. 3 bed, 2 bath, we can work with that, I think. Let's click on that one. Okay, this is zoned to David Elementary. Let's zoom out a little bit here. So see, this is actually in the Woodlands proper area. Got to appreciate that. Let's zoom into the subdivision. Okay, this is the Woodlands. Let's see, subdivision name is Alden Bridge. Okay, on South Meriwether Circle. It is facing southwest direction, okay, and it is in an area that's not a through street, so that's nice. It's going to be low traffic. It's right off of FM 1488, which not too happy about that because there's a lot of traffic on that street there, on that road. But I do like that it is in the actual Woodlands proper area, not on the other side of Interstate I-45, as I'd rather not have that. So this could be a opportunity. This could be a good opportunity here. $435,830 for this house. A good deal, and arbitrage is rated by my system. So far, so good. The lot size is close to 9,000 square foot. As I mentioned, that is something we want to try to get if we can. The subdivision here is, again, Alden Bridge, Village Alden Bridge. All right. So first of all, let's see if it's a pretty good deal after all. And let's take a look. So it's built in 2001. It's out of the flood zone. Got to like that. 3-bed, 2-bath house. 2,126 square foot in size. Got to appreciate that. So does it work for, I mean, the lot location looks good. We already checked that. Let's see about the subdivision. Okay, so this is going to be Alden Bridge. Alden Bridge. So let's see what we got here. Woodlands Alden Bridge right here. Okay, so for Alden Bridge, let's look at the map. It's a big subdivision, Alden Bridge. It's all of this. Excuse me, and it is part of that subdivision. And the reason why we like to look at subdivision is because subdivision has similar style properties, right? Similar style properties, similar architecture, similar year built, similar, I'd say, neighborhood style, neighborhood appeal, neighborhood aesthetics. So that's why we like to look by subdivision for sure. Let's see, yeah. So, so looking at the Woodlands Village of Alden Bridge, this area has 7,220 homes of inventory. Okay, this is like inventory, whether it's on the market or off the market. Okay, that's just total organic, we'll call it organic inventory, is 7,220 houses to choose from. So you can send letters to all these people and say, I want to buy a house in Alden Bridge. You got over 7,000 to send letters to. That'd be very expensive. So that's why we want to wait for something to come on the market so we can make a move. The median year of construction there, or average year of construction perhaps, 1999, right around 2000. This home built in 1998. That makes a lot of sense. Lot sizes here, 8,358 square foot. So this is going to have slightly larger lot size, 8,891. So that's good. Home sizes here, 2,448 square foot. Okay. This one is on the smaller side then, 2,126 square foot. All right. And we have average bedroom is 0, which obviously is not correct. Let's see. Yeah, that's not normal to see that. Should say something on there. But so, by the way, this data here on the subdivision is pulled straight from from HAR, straight from HAR's website, which they pull their stuff from county. So for it to say 0 is not proper. They obviously have a little mess up there, something going on with that. But 3-bath, okay. This is a 2-bath. So most likely this is probably a 4. If we have 3 average on bath, that's probably going to be a 4 on the bedroom. So this being a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, it's going to be kind of like a situation where it's, you know, smaller size home, less bedrooms, less bathrooms. So it should be cheaper. Should be cheaper than the market. This is how we know how to approach this kind of a property. This is how we got to know. We got to know if is it going to be, if it's on the smaller side, less bedrooms, less bathrooms on the smaller side, maybe even older, smaller lot size, right? Or is it on the bigger side, more square footage, more bedrooms, more bathrooms, newer in age and bigger lot, right? So if it has pluses and minuses, that's how we're going to figure out how to approach this property based on subdivision. And subdivision is the best way to analyze. So we can see that this is going to be on the smaller side, which means this should be on the cheaper side. And the median sale price for this area, so a mid-quality home, you know, something that fits the criteria of this subdivision, as we are looking at subdivision here, we're looking at something that should sell for mid 500s, $565,000 or $214 per square foot, taking 22 days to sell. So 75 sales, 75 deals right here, all plotted out, were transacted in this area, in this subdivision, Alden Bridge. And these buyers paid around $565,000. Okay, they paid $565,000, 214 a square foot, taking just 22 days, so about 3 weeks to go under contract. And the home sizes that they're buying are 2,672 square foot. So that's actually larger than what the average home size is for Alden Bridge, 2,448 square foot. So they're buying larger homes for around mid-500 sale price. Built in 1998, this home was built in 1998. Interestingly, Alden Bridge has increased by about 9% year over year, so from last year. But let's see what the whole story is. This is the whole story, guys, right here. So we're looking at from 2019 to today, we have an average growth rate. I mean, look at this. There is positive, it's positive every single quarter. This is by the quarter each year. By the quarter each year, it is positive year over year, okay? We've only got a couple times where the values actually dropped in that quarter. 2 times out of the last 6 years where the values dropped. And lately they're trending up. See that? That's incredible. So on average, through the ups and downs of COVID-19, through election years and all that, we're looking at an average, right here it's in orange, 11.3% average rate of change. And that's in median sale price, right here, median sale price. The average rate of change, 11.3%, positive. So any given year, you can expect year over year for your value to increase potentially by as much as 11% on average. That is great. That's across Alden Bridge. So it makes a lot of sense to buy something on the low end here so you can have all that upside, so you can capture as much of that 11% as possible going into next year. Great investment. Okay, that's like an average of 1% per month in increase in market equity. Gotta like that, okay? So that's on average. So you want to hold it long term so that it will average out to that 11%. Can't expect it naturally exactly to hit 11%, but next year it could even go more than that. So if we can buy on the low end of this market, we're in good shape. That positions this home as a real possibility for you if 3-bedroom, 2-bath fits you like a glove, okay? If you're entry-level couple, maybe with 1 child or a child on the way, you're looking for some yard space, that's 9,000 square foot, this home could fit the bill. You'll be on the smaller side of the subdivision of Alden Bridge, but you'll be on the low end with all the upside ahead of you. It's a very good opportunity. $435,000 is much cheaper, $130,000 than the median sale price. And that's why this is rated as an arbitrage opportunity / good deal, which we see right here. Meanwhile, we've got this other one here that says $465,000, only $30,000 more dollars, but it says no deal, no arbitrage. Okay, and why is that? Well, it's a lot smaller, 2,000 square foot. It's also 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $19.99 out of the flood zone. It's on a bigger lot, $10,250. So, but it's a different school zone. Right? This is a completely different area, 78 Camber Pine Place. If I click on it, okay, that's zoned to Buckaloo Elementary, completely different area. Okay, so that's where we've got to be careful, right? Completely different portion. So because these equities and good deals, okay, these things, arbitrage, so we got equity and deal ratings are based on the school zone. So not just on Alden Bridge, but based on the actual school zone for the area. People pick their homes based on school performance, so it's very important. So this one is really a good potential. This will be on the better side of Alden Bridge. Alden Bridge, as you can see, expands east to west, quite stretched out here. So we want to be on the better side, and it looks like this school district is potentially better. So let's take a look at the real value of this home. We've identified it as a real potential, but the real value is going to be based on slicing it down to its exact area. So if we are zoned to David Elementary, let's try putting that in there and see what we get. It's the first time I've done this, so I don't even know what the outcome is going to be. So see, that took us down to just this side, which would be the east side of Alden Bridge, and that's really what we care about. So when we're looking at that, we have a distribution of sales right here. You can see it in the scattered plot. Based on this distribution, we have a risk profile, 24%. Based on the risk of the market, what the acceptable risk is, what the buyers have decided. I'm willing to take the risk of buying this house and paying too much. That's acceptable risk by buyers. We don't want to be outside of that acceptable risk. We understand there's variation in sale prices in any given market. We just want to be where in the middle of that variation. We want to be smack in the middle of it, so we limit the chances of overpaying it. We just want to be in that market. So that's why we have a distribution. We got to look at the distribution, very important. So the risk profile is based on the distribution of sales, which you see right here. So how much do these sell prices deviate, right? So we look at a standard deviation that gives us that risk number by a percentage, 24%. How much do they deviate? That gives us a market value figure right here. Market value 676. So if I'm buying a house in Alden Bridge, zoned to David Elementary, which is going to be your east side of Alden Bridge, I want to make sure that I'm not going above that $676,000 figure. That's what I want to make sure about. Now, furthermore, this is a 3-bedroom house. So let's look at what 3 bedrooms do. 3-bedroom. Okay. Now, looking at the distribution of sales, that number has come down. So market value, there is a new risk figure, and that has increased. The market value has decreased. All right? The associated market value has decreased. $576,859 now. So at $435 asking price, we're looking like we're in good shape. However, $205 per square foot is pricey. We can see that right here. It's getting close to market value of $219. So based on the risk profile of the area, on a per square foot basis, we don't want to go above $219. It looks like we're doing okay there. It's a little pricey though. Wish that wasn't the case at $205, but it is on the smaller side. We saw that. Even for a 3-bedroom, it's on the smaller side. Okay, it's still on the smaller side, even for a 3-bedroom. All right, so we just want to make sure that we follow these numbers. All right, so now the median sale price for a 3-bedroom house is $387,500. So no longer do we really have an arbitrage opportunity here. We have more of a premium, but it does fall below the market value here. Now, we only got 8 sales. Let's see what happens when I go back 9 months. Okay, so the market value didn't change too much. That's still $574,000. There, we have more sales in here. They give us more of a clear picture. See, here's the sales mostly right here, and here's what's going on. We have 14 sales, and now the median sale price jumped up to $442,500. Now, this is interesting because we had to go an extra 3 months to bring in some more sales, and with that, the median sale price went up. So what that tells me is that the median sale price is trending down. It's trending down for 3-bedroom homes. So be careful. You might pay too much, okay? But I will say this. That, yeah, well, I'll say that even though the prices came down to $387.5, as you saw a minute ago. Let's do that. Let's go back. So we went from $442 to $387.5. See, so that's a huge decrease actually. Was that like $50,000-$60,000 drop in the last 6 months? Anyways, the bottom line is that at $387.5, the values are lower, on a median basis. They're a lot lower. But I will say that in the winter time, that's normal. Sale prices drop in the winter time. So I can't give too much to that. But I will say that that's a big drop. to go from 442 to 387.5. So just take a note of that. But if we include the 270, because now I'm going to do the similar home size. So this home is about 2,126 square foot. So I'm going to go about 10% of range, plus and minus, of this house. So that way I'm looking at similar sized homes. Okay, so we're going to go 1,913 square foot to 2,339. Look at that. So by doing that, we get down to 4 sales, and it zeroed in right into the area of where this home is listed for sale. Right? Let's double check that. We go active. Yeah, you see it's right in there. See, you got this hoop right here. So let's go back to the solds. And there's that hoop. And we have one sale that occurred for $395 in there. $395. All right, so when we're looking at these 4 sales, these are going to be your comps for this house, essentially. Similar size home, similar market area within the last 9 months. Now, some appraisers go back 18 months. Some go back 18 months. So if we go back 12 months, we still have the 4 sales. No big deal. 3 bedrooms, so similar number of bedrooms, similar home size, same elementary school, same neighborhood. The median sale price is $379,000, $379,500. So this home, they're asking $435, is going to be like right here. All right. So, well, market value $491,822, but that is skewed because of this one sale way up there. Okay, and most likely they're adding some value for that house that sold for nearly $550,000. So let's see. Let's do. Let's take out the bedrooms. I want to get a few more sales. Just know this is. Take note of this being the 3-bedroom market, right? Because this is one approach to valuing a property. We can look at 3 bedrooms, and then we can look at other options. Let's erase that. Let's see what happens. I just want to take a look here. Okay, so that gives us 6 sales. And that median goes up a little bit to about $400,000. All right. So I always like to keep an eye on that median, and I like to keep an eye on this market value number here. So here's the thing. Like, I'm finding that the 205 a square foot stays nicely below the market value per square foot, $216. I feel like if you go see this house and you like it, checks your boxes, all right, and you like it, it works for you, looks good, this is a house you can buy. I wish there were more sales to go off of, but this is a house you can buy. There's one more thing we can do. Like, this is more precise, right? This is more precise. $400K would be a better sale price for this thing, no doubt. No doubt, $400K. But we could go with the $435. We could, only because thanks to this one sale way up here, establishes some extra value. But that's as of today. Hopefully over the course of the next few months, we get some other sales that are above 450, and that will be great for your property. Most likely that's going to happen. There's already one right here that sold for close to 500, so 490. All right, and these 2 right here, even though this is a 4-bedroom, but these 2 right here, zoned in the same school, same size, but with an extra bedroom, an appraiser will adjust for that bedroom. So at 490, that could come down into the low 4s because of that 4th bedroom missing. So this could be a comp, and you got this comp. So it seems to be trending that direction. We do have this dip. Remember, what we just saw was the median sale price when we went back 6 months was $442,500 or $442, something like that. So I think once we hit the summer, we're probably going to bounce right back into that mid-4 range or low to mid-4 range. So I think you're safe, totally safe at that 435 on this house, which is 114 South Meriwether Circle. Of course, as you guys know, if you like a house I show you If you're looking at the pictures right now, you might be browsing on your phone, looking at the photos. Call me. Let's go look at this house. I want to show it to you together. If I find it, if you find a property, if you see a property you like that I brought to your attention, I want to be your agent for it. I'm a licensed agent here in Houston, Texas, actually Texas-wide, with Compass Real Estate. So if you see something you like that I brought to your attention, I ask that you bring it to my attention. Say, hey, I want to see it, Justin. I want to see it, because that's the only way I can provide this valuable information to you, is if I'm selling some houses. Otherwise I'm going to be on the street, right? So you wouldn't want that, right? No, I don't. I mean, seriously though, it's gotta have an ROI, right? So I need to make sure that if you're going to use an agent, anyways, use me. I'd love to be of service. I'm hoping this is valuable to you, and the whole thing about this is to help you buy homes safely. Buy homes safely, buy the numbers. But the bottom line is buy homes safely. And nobody knows contracts better than I do, okay? I know contracts like the back of my hand. So I know the market like the back of my hand, and I know contracts like the back of my hand. So you'd be in really good shape. So let me know if you like this opportunity. I think this is a good one. This is more for the retail buyer, though. This isn't really something that a flipper is going to do. But if we want to look at rentals, because this may be a good rental potentially, let's take a look at what the rentals. Let me see. I've got the rental prices here. Let me clear this real fast so I can get those rents. Okay, the rents are $2,700. See that? So the rents are $2,718. So this home can get $2,700. So really, if you were to buy this, and there's a 1% rule of thumb, right? Well, so this is not really meeting that need. I mean, $435, you're probably going to put like $90,000 down. That takes you down to about $340 or so for your loan. So at $2,700, that's not quite there. But we saw that these are growing by 11% on average per year for Alden Bridge in general. So it could be a good, it could be a good equity hold, okay? So get some cash flow, equity hold it. It could be a good opportunity for that anyways. So let's go back to single family type property. Okay, so Alden Bridge, that's a good market. It's a big market. Let's say that's a good opportunity here. What else did I want to go on with this? 435. Okay, that's good enough. So we looked at a deal, an opportunity, something more, I would say, for the retail buyer or for a good equity hold on that property. So that kind of fits the mold of those two opportunities. The next one that I would want to look at is to see if in the Woodlands, go back to the Woodlands here, I want to see anything that's come back on the market. So in the last 24 hours, not really anything. Price drops, we have 3. So in the last 24 hours, we've got 3 price drops. We have one that is $998,000 at Creekview. We got a 349 here that did a price drop. Let's take a look at this 349.9. Let's see what that looks like. So zipping down into, what do we have? Village of Panther Creek. Village of Panther Creek. Okay, it's a very beautiful neighborhood. Look at all these spinning streets, cul-de-sacs, and just like very lovely. Lots of trees everywhere. Okay, so we want to take a look at this one. This is at let me see if we have a address here. Nope. I guess I need to put the address in. No, it's right here. 15 South Tallowberry Drive. So Tallowberry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off this one. We're still going to look at it, but I'm going to look at it in a different way. So with a 6.7% drop in price, that's pretty strong. That's actually really good. So Talloway, let's go back to actives here. And I want to put in Talloway. Here it is. So I'm going to look at it from here. So this is actually shown as an arbitrage deal and a good deal. So I like the sound of that. Days available is 23. So a little over 3 weeks available. This house, 1,870 square foot. That's respectable. It's a good size, especially for a 3.2 built in 1982, and it's out of the flood zone. Got to like that. So it's on a big lot, 8,000 square foot. So let's take a look at this subdivision, which is Panther Creek. So subdivision, let's see what the subdivision is all about. Remember, we want to buy a home that conforms to subdivision if possible. We've got this one here. All right, let's see, solds. All right, here's Panther Creek, big subdivision. All right, we just went from Alden Bridge up here to Panther Creek, smack in the middle of the Woodlands. So in the Woodlands and Panther Creek, you can expect to spend as low as $257,000, but all the way up to $2.5 million. So this being at 349.9, that's a good opportunity, right? Now we have the good numbers here. So this subdivision is about half the size of Alden Bridge, 3,632 inventory, organic inventory. Year built 1982, Alden Bridge was around 1999, right? Or 2000, sort of something like that. So this is 20 years older than Alden Bridge subdivision. Lot sizes here are bigger, 9,600 square foot, and home sizes here are 2,417 square foot. So these are average home sizes for the subdivision. This is not what's sold. This is what the subdivision is made up of. It's the makeup of the subdivision. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, similar to Alden Bridge. We have a list rate of 5.3%. Now I didn't mention that feature on the last one, which I should have, but the list rate just means that based on a 12-month period, there is 5.3% listings going up. So for every 100 organic inventory, as mentioned just a minute ago, 5 of them are hitting the market. And then we can see the list rate, which is right, or the sale rate, which is about 2%, but that's on a 6-month basis. So if I go to 365, so 12-month basis, we have 4.38%, which is pretty close to the 5.3. This tells me that almost everything that lists during the year sells, just about, close to it. The sale rate equals the list rate. You're going to have pretty much everything sells, every single one of them. But we can see that maybe one, right, because it's about 1% difference. So maybe one house doesn't sell out of 100 over the course of the year, 12 months. So that's just interesting for you to know that this place pretty much sells just about everything, okay? So what does the market look like here for something that is, like this house, 15 South Tullaberry? I'm thinking this has a good price drop. It clearly is on the smaller side of things, right? All right, it's a 1982 built house, not in the flood zone. 1982 is right in line with the year of the age of the neighborhood, so that's fine. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, so not quite the 4.3. So it's a smaller house, 1,870 square foot versus 2,417, which is what the neighborhood mostly comprised of. So that could allude to, or that's how you can make an inference. Perhaps you can infer that that's why it's taken about 3 weeks to sell this house, because it doesn't really match what people want in Panther Creek, right? Lot size is a lot smaller than what you can find, what you can expect to find there, okay? But again, with the list rate and sale rate so close together, this house can be quite a competitive opportunity. And at $350,000, it's well below the median sale price for Panther Creek. $516,000 is the median sale price. So at $350,000, we're even further down in price. Look at that. So this is raising some flags for me. It's not in a flood zone, so that's good. We got some green flags here. We may also have some other green flags, such as a flip opportunity, resale opportunity. So without actually looking at photos, let's see what the numbers look like for a home that's similar to this house. And let's see if it's a good rental. I mean, it could be a good landlord opportunity, right? And with a price drop of 6.7%, that's a significant price drop, actually. So let's look at something of similar size in this neighborhood. So home size is going to be 10% range. So we want to do 1683 to 2057. Okay. So that takes us down right into the Panther Creek, in the heart of Panther Creek. We've got four sales that occurred with a median sale price of $309,750. So now it's looking a little bit pricey. We can get, I'd say we can get a little liberal. These are already 3 bedrooms here, but we can get a little liberal with the home size. So let's go 1,600 up to 2,100. Let's do that. Let's see if that helps any. Okay, so that gets us a couple more sales. So we got to 6 sales at $310,000. I don't feel too comfortable with that. We have 3 actives. Let me clear this out so we can see what the other actives are. So here's the other 2 actives. They're priced much higher. A $400,000 one at 19 West Lance Leaf Road, and then also a small lot, 6,220 square foot. We don't want to mess with that crap. And then a $451 asking price home at 37 East White Willow Circle. This West Lance one appears to have arbitrage and good deal as well, so this could be a good opportunity, but I think the lot size really limits its value. It's been on the market 45 days. Clearly that's an issue, and the home is not much larger than this building square foot size. So it's built in 1981. It is out of the flood zone, but it does have that half bath, which is a convenience feature. It's a very good convenience feature, by the way. A 3.2.5 is going to be better than just a 3.2, most definitely. But we're talking about $50,000 and 45 days in the market. Let's take a look at the lot location. So we click on this one. We click on active, zoom in. By the way, guys, if you want to be a user of this and you want to be an authorized user, a licensed authorized user, somebody who I issue a license to use this software, you can do it. You just go to my website, realetix.com, go to member plans, and select the appropriate plan. If you're a licensed agent, you would select the licensed agent plan. If you are an investor, which means you're not licensed, you have to select the appropriate plan for that. All right, so make sure you pick the right plan. So you pick the plan, and if you are not licensed, you will have to have a buyer representation agreement signed with me, essentially. All right, because that's the only way I'm allowed to authorize you to use this software, is that we have a buyer arrangement, an agency arrangement, because this is proprietary sales data, not just my analytics. That's my thing, but the sales data, I'm just taking the data and feeding it into my system to give me the numbers. Okay, and so I'm just telling you about the market. That's all I'm doing. But the only way you can access sold data is if we have a buyer agency agreement. So that is going to be required. But if you are licensed, you have a real estate license, and you are not just a license, but you have to have a HAR membership. You have to have access to MLS. So if you have access to MLS, then you can jump on that other plan. Okay, so let's take a look here. This is the house. All right, let's zoom in. We see that it's on a pretty rudimentary rectangular shaped lot, facing northwest with no backyard neighbors. So that's nice. So it's a good lot. It's a good lot location. So based on the market, let's go 270 days back. Here we go. So we've got a nice formed cluster here. I want to go ahead and remove this one. This is $495,000 sale because it seems to be an outlier. So that's 490. Let me go and remove that. It's going to be here, so 490. All right, so see, that's a better distribution of sales. So based on that distribution and a risk profile, the risk profile is established. We have a market value of a home just like this for about $377,261. Now, I realize that there are 4 bedrooms in here, as you can see, but the 4 bedrooms do not affect the value. So we'll go ahead and leave that. We're looking at similar home size. I think we're good with that. So year built is 1982, which this house is 1982. So we're looking at similar home size in the same neighborhood. Let's put solds on there. Okay. So $350,000 ask price, which gives us a negative equity. So we don't really have an equity position because the median sale price for a home like this is $325,000. So because it's above the median sale price, we don't have an equity position. But we don't always need an equity position. That just means it's a great opportunity. And then the market upside is $27,361. So that's the difference between the market value here and the list price. So we have about close to $30,000 of upside. That's protection against market downside in the future. We want to have that upside. We want to have that cushion. Per square foot's a little less though, about $13 of upside. So we have some room to play with, but the per square foot is not near as important as the overall price, but we do want to pay attention to it to a degree, right? So $187 per square foot still falls within market value for a home of this size. So I do like this home. $350 puts you right there, and you have 3 houses that sold above that. This home is a good purchase. So let's see, we have minus 11% year-over-year sale price change. So this area is on a dip. So you could buy the dip. That $325,000 is 11% lower than it was last year. This home being on the market now with the price drop, 23 days, can come in lower. Perhaps we come in at that 325. All right, I would try to get it at the 325. In fact, we've got figures for putting an offer on a house like this. We have the median offer, 325. We have a retention offer, which is 96% of their asking price. And that would be 336. So we can go a little higher. And we have a market value offer. If there's a multiple offer situation, we could go as much as 377 if necessary. Probably not going to be the case because it's already reducing price. But sometimes people reduce price low, like with a big chunk, to get to that point where they do get multiple offers. So 377 is a real possibility. And then your per square foot offer is 392. So that's based on a 200 per square foot. And not going to go that high, of course, but it's there anyways. So this looks like a good opportunity. I like it. I would move on this. Let's look at the condition of the property and then move forward. And to do that, let's go ahead and look at the property. Let's go MLS number. I'm going to copy this value, go to my HAR MLS, punch it in here, punch it in here. There's the house. Oh, it's pretty. Roof looks good. This is an AI remodel of the house. This is an AI remodel of the house. So they've improved the curb appeal. I like that they did that actually. That's pretty interesting what they did here. So you can see the potential of what you can do. Here's the inside of the house. I like the pitch ceiling, the vaulted ceiling. I like the fireplace being the center focus of the living room. I wish the kitchen opened up, but that's something you can do if necessary. But you got tile floor, so that's good. We don't have any carpet to mess with. They played it safe with the neutral colored white cabinetry. Kind of a small kitchen, but it's a nice rectangular shape, so can appreciate that. It's gas range, so you can definitely appreciate that too. Let me see what else they got here. Pretty rudimentary size bedrooms. Closets are pretty basic. Windows, I don't know if those are double pane or not, but decent sized windows. Interior laundry, that's important. Primary bath has 2 sinks, so that's good, but the shower looks like it's a basic kind of a shower. So this looks good. How are the rents here? Look at this. You have a nice deck in the back with sliding doors. Ah, I gotta like that. That's the primary bedroom. Okay. And then it looks like, what is this? A bar? The bar area leading into the kitchen. So there's a bar here, and I guess we're looking at the one side of the kitchen. Okay. No, I like this. I like this. $350, y'all. Come on now. Call me. Let's go look at this. I found it for you. Let's go. Let's see what the rentals look like here. It's probably not going to be anywhere close to 1%, but let's see what the rents look like. So if I go here, take off single family, that way we can look at rental types. And then we go here. We see that the rentals are going for $28.85. Not too shabby. $28.85 for this criteria. Let's see if we go 3-bedroom. Does that change it? Let me see. No, it's pretty much the same. It's about $2,900 market value rent. The median, just so you know, the median is $22.43. So the median rent is what you can expect for a mid-range, mid-quality house to rent out. This one looks like remodeled and nice. Can fetch probably more than that. That's like your mid-quality. I'm sure it could fetch more than that. Up to about $2,900. So you've got, for room for monthly rent improvement, there's about, how much here? $700, close to it, $600, $700 per month, which is about $6,000 to $7,000 a year of income. If you can take this thing a little bit higher on the quality of the house, so get it at $325. Come in with an offer at $325. Try to lock it up there. It's going to give you more. It's going to give you not really an equity position, but it's going to give you more market upside, $50,000, and then do maybe some minor things, some minor work, some cheap stuff, paint improvements, definitely exterior work would be good. So that's a good house, not too bad. All right, so let's see what else we got here. Let's reset. Let's go to the Woodlands. The last thing I want to look at was coming soon properties. And we got 5 that are coming soon. We got one here at it's Tough Elementary, but this is 35 North Bantam Wood Circle. That's going to be a $1.1 million house, 240 square foot in the Woodlands. So that's going to be smack in the middle near Sterling Ridge and Carlton Woods. All right, this is Sterling Ridge. It's a big house, 4,582 square foot, built in 2001, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, $1.1 million. Lot size is huge, 15,000 square foot. It's going to be a lot of square foot there. That's coming soon. We've got a Timber Creek Elementary. Just hit the market. It's on a cul-de-sac. Okay, that's going to be near Creekside, which is on the west outer area. It's not really Woodlands proper, right? $979,000, Timber Creek Elementary, zoned to Timber Creek Elementary. Let's see about this next one, $800,000 for 19 North Green Vine. By the way, you guys, if you jump onto HAR and you're not licensed, you're not going to be able to see these. So if you want to see any of these properties, let me know. I'll send you the information, the pictures, everything that you need. I've got it. Okay, that's coming soon, are specific to licensed realtors, HAR members. Okay. Okay, the next one we got, and we see that is actually right there in the Alden Bridge area, so that could be a good opportunity. We've got one that's $734,500 in Creekside Forest. And then we've got one that's $520,000 in Glenlock. Okay, that's a 2,344 square foot house, built in 1989, 4 bedrooms, and it's in the Woodlands Village, Indian Springs. So $520,000, 7,145 square foot lot. This 520 is $100,000 under the median sale price for all of Woodlands. So that could be an opportunity that's coming soon. Let me know. We can schedule showings. We can go take a look and see what's happening with this property. Okay, last thing I want to do before we end this video is to look at the time series. Let me reset here. So I want to show you the Woodlands over the course of since 2019. So here's 2019. Back in that time, the median sale price of a home, this is pre-COVID, was $355,000 or $135 a square foot. There was 373 sales that occurred in the same market area. But look what's happened. Sale prices skyrocketed. Right about here is the second quarter 2022 when we hit a median sale price of $605,000 or $206 a square foot. So prices almost doubled to 2022. But then interest rates went up. So what happened? Well, in the short term, it came down. So fourth quarter 2022, prices actually came down 80 grand to $520,000 or 196 square foot with only 312 sales. So then look what happened. Well, after that, it just went up. So the quarter one of 2025 is at $574,500 median of sale price, or 222 a square foot with 224 sales. So we have less sales than what they're used to. The sale volume has dropped in terms of sales, and we can see that here. Sales volume down here, this is sale volume. But I said earlier, remember that prices increase and tend to increase during the summertime and decrease in the wintertime. We're kind of seeing that here, the volume in anyways. It goes up in the summertime, down in the wintertime, up, down. But see, we have a volume that's trended downward, and we sell prices going upward. We have less number of sales, which would drive that volume down, but we have higher sale prices. That's because not as many people are listing homes for sale. So we can see that here. Prices go up, less sale volume, less opportunities. We saw sale rates are pretty much close to their list rates. So homes that come on the market are selling. And that's what we're seeing pretty much across the board in the Woodlands. So now that you know about the Woodlands, what should you do? Well, first of all, subscribe to this channel because you want to, be apprised of what's going on from time to time. The next time I post a Woodlands video, the next thing you should do is contact me for buyer consultation. Buyer consultation, free consultation up in the Woodlands. I've got an office up there. I'm with Compass Real Estate. I'll meet you at my office. We'll do a full market consultation. How to buy a house. I'm going to sit down with you and go over what it's going to take for you in this current market situation to buy a house and to buy one safely. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to go over that. So you'll walk away from that consultation fully understanding what you have to do. So that's number 2. And number 3 is the number 3 thing to do is to get your pre-approval going. Knowing that a home here, to buy a home based on the last 6 months, is going to be around $600,000. Okay, about $600,000 bucks. Make sure you're pre-approved for that. You don't want to waste your own time. You know, there are cheaper areas, most definitely, and cheaper options, but just make sure that you know what your financial economical situation is, so we can go forward with some more confidence. You can go forward with confidence in choosing what you want. You're not wasting so much time. And then also the buyer consultation will be more productive because we'll know what exactly you can get. Okay, so get that pre-approval now. If you need a good reference, on lenders, contact me for a good reference. I've got lenders that have proven to be good. So reach out and I'll provide those to you so you can contact somebody who can adequately, highly communicative, and adequately service your needs and get you that pre-approval letter. You don't want to go online to better.com or some crappy online, we're just going to do a soft pull type of pre-approval letter, because you're gonna get false information. You're going to get a false pre-approval letter, so you don't want that. So let's stick to the truth, let's stick to honesty, and let's get you the right, confident pre-approval, okay? And don't worry about it hitting your credit and causing problems. I know that sucks. You don't want to have it hit your credit, so that's why you want to do a soft pull. But we don't want to do that. It's okay if it hits your credit. It's a mortgage, okay? It's not going to dock your credit like 100 points or something like that, or even really 10 points, you know? Applying for a mortgage is not going to damage your credit as much as you think. Maybe a few points, okay? But that's fine. It's not going to damage your credit that much. In fact, applying for a mortgage looks good, you know? I mean, it's not, it implies that you're stepping into another phase of your life, you're ready to buy property. Anyways, don't worry about that. Just get the pre-approval and let's get in touch and let's get you on the right path. It's great having you watch this video. I hope that you found it very informative. Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to do another part of town, maybe Katy, maybe Cinco Ranch over there in Katy, maybe Sugarland. You can drop a text or a message or whatever, and let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you want to see. I want to put out videos on areas you care about. So do post what you want. I've already made videos on Spring Branch, West University, and Memorial Villages. So post what you would want to see next, and I'll make sure to get it up there. I've got it all, so I can do it. All right. Have a good day.